Introducing Carvana Value Tracker, where you can track your car's value over time and learn what's driving it. It might make you excited.
Whoa, didn't know my car was valued this high.
It might make you nervous.
Uh-oh, market's flooded. My car's value just dipped 2.3%.
It might make you optimistic.
Our low mileage is paying off. Our value's up.
And it might make you realistic.
Car prices haven't gone up in a couple weeks. Maybe it's time to sell.
But it will definitely make you an expert on your car's value. Carvana Value Tracker. Visit Carvana.com to start tracking your car's value today.
On today's Smart 7, Suella hasn't given up on stopping the boats, chaos in the skies and lots more. It's Tuesday the 29th of August, it's Lemon Juice Day and happy birthday Liam Payne.
The Smart 7. It's news, but not the news.
Suella Braverman was back from her summer holidays on Bank Holiday Monday and she had a whole host of new policy ideas after her break. Firstly, the Home Secretary is proposing that police should now investigate every crime. I'm pretty sure we all thought that was already their job. But speaking to the BBC, Suella says there's no room for excuses and was busy claiming credit for the improved recruitment in police.
I'm saying that in far too many instances, the police have dismissed many crimes as minor. And I'm saying that has to change. So no longer must those crimes be dismissed as a waste of police time.
She's also back on the Stop the Small Barge crusade, and despite a summer of chaos around the BB Stockholm barge docked in Dorset, she's determined to continue with her plans to cut migration numbers. She's refusing to rule out mass electronic tagging for migrants, an idea condemned by refugee charities as treating human beings as mere objects. Labour's Shadow Employment Secretary Justin Matters says it's a terrible idea.
Well, the only people you tag are criminals, so if there's a problem with people absconding, this is the first I've heard about it, and clearly the solution to that is actually to get on and process the asylum applications. She's waiting on the Supreme Court's decision on her Rwanda scheme, but clearly she's not had a change of heart on the European Court of Human Rights either.
If we're thwarted in the courts because of the ECHR, if we're thwarted in Strasbourg, we will do whatever it takes. The Prime Minister's been adamant about that. There must be no stone left unturned.
It was a busy weekend for Nadine Dorries, who finally and sensationally handed in her notice as MP via a letter in the Daily Mail. The former Cabinet Minister and Boris Johnson loyalist resigned her common seat of Mid-Bedfordshire, accusing the Prime Minister Rishi Sunak of betraying Tory principles.
Rishi Sunak became Prime Minister without a single member's vote or a vote from the public. No one has voted for him to be in that job. There's been no emergency fiscal measures, no emergency budget, no debate. There is no plan.
Rishi Sunak is probably breathing a sigh of relief after she finally threw in the towel, having already missed the chance of an early by-election. Now he's got to face another difficult night at the polls, but Tory MP John Redwood says it's all water under the bridge.
I want us to move on and offer the people in the by-election a good set of Conservative policies that they will wish to endorse.
Bank Holiday Monday travel was even more chaotic than usual as a technical issue with the UK's air traffic control system left thousands stranded as they rushed to get back from holidays. Travel journalist Simon Calder was on the ground when it all went down.
Frankly, this is the last thing anybody needs. From the messages I am receiving from people in airlines, we have seen effectively the entire system shutting down.
National Air Traffic Services say they managed to find and fix the problem within a few hours, but the issue, which involved filing flight plans, has had a huge knock-on effect. Sky correspondent Katrina Vidazzi says the trouble isn't over yet.
For some passengers, they may now see very lengthy delays, even if the problem itself is fixed.
Donald Trump's world of legal woes got more complicated on Monday. Judge Tanya Chutkan held a hearing in Washington, D.C. to review possible trial dates for Donald. His team were pushing for a 2026 trial, claiming that the millions of documents and evidence made it impossible to proceed any sooner. The judge was unconvinced and has given a date of March 4th, 2024. That's the day before so-called Super Tuesday in the Republican primaries. Also on Monday, Trump's former chief of staff, Mark Meadows, was testifying in Atlanta as he tried to get his Georgia charges transferred to a federal court. His case is most likely intended to slow down proceedings or open up the possibility of a federal pardon, but we don't know for sure, as the judge hasn't said when he'll rule on the case. Meanwhile, Trump's legal spokesperson Alina Habba was busy telling Fox News that her client has nothing to worry about anyway.
These are not complicated facts. Look at Fannie. It was a phone call that's been around forever, that he refers to as the perfect phone call. What is he going to have to be prepped for? The truth? You don't have to prep much when you've done nothing wrong. So that I'm not concerned with.
So coming at Smart 7, Spain's World Cup trauma continues and Miley Cyrus doesn't want to hit the road.
Right after this. Welcome back.
Spain may have won the Women's World Cup, but the celebrations have caused a global embarrassment. There was already a row between the team and the coach over his behaviour. Then the president of the Spanish Football Association kissed player Jenny Hermoso on the lips as she received her medal. The kiss was clearly non-consensual, and the player has said she felt vulnerable and like a victim of an assault. Authorities have now opened a formal investigation. The Spanish coaches have quit, and Rubiales' mother has begun a hunger strike in support of her son. And on Monday night, Spanish Football Federation issued a statement calling for him to quit. He's been provisionally suspended by FIFA, and Deputy Prime Minister of Spain, Yolanda Díaz, says that they're doing all they can to take further action.
We presented 2 complaints as of today, and we are directly applying Article 62(2), subsection C, which aims at completely suspending Rubiales.
Miley Cyrus used to be young, in case you hadn't heard, and that's not just her latest hit single. The pop megastar has been detailing her wild past and how far she's come now. She's all grown up. But if fans were hoping for a new world tour to coincide with new music, they could have a while to wait. Opening up on a new TikTok series tied to the release of her single Used to Be Young, Miley Cyrus talks about her life now and why touring isn't for her.
Having every day the relationship between you and other humans being subject and observer isn't healthy for me, because it erases my humanity and my connection, and without my humanity, my connection, I can't be a songwriter, which is my priority.
Netflix just dropped the trailer for Rustin on the day of the 60th anniversary of the March on Washington, and of course there's method in their madness. Rustin is the brand new biopic about the activist and organiser behind the historic 1963 Rights March. So what better way to commemorate or educate yourself about the historic event? You'll have to wait till November to watch the full movie, but you can catch the trailer now.
On August 28th, black, white, young, old, rich, working class, poor will descend on Washington, D.C.
This new generation is restless and angry.
The pacifist is opposed to using violence, but must be prepared to receive it.
You're irrelevant.
It's Friday night. I've been called worse.
You've been listening to The Smart 7. We'll be back tomorrow at 7 a.m. Hit that follow button and have a great day. Give us 7 minutes, we'll give you the world.
Stress is a part of our daily lives. You can't make stress go away, but you can prepare for how you face each day. Exciting new science suggests the key to stress resilience lies in your gut and mind. Meet Stitch, your daily probiotic supplement and stress management app backed by science. Build long-term stress resilience in your mind and gut. Try Stitch today at stitch.care and save $15 off your first month with promo code POD15. Stitch. Led by science, designed for real life.